How do you say that the future's fucked up without saying the future's fucked up? Check this out.
Yes, that is a robot dog with Mark Zuckerberg's head. And yes, it's pooping a printed image. The artist known as Beeple created the robots, called Regular Animals, featured at Art Basel's 010 space, an exhibit of digital art during Miami Art Week.
They're constantly taking pictures and sort of like reinterpreting the world through the lens of these different sort of like characters. They're sort of taking the prints and sort of like reinterpreting the world through the eyes of sort of like Andy Warhol as how Picasso saw it. And Elon and Zuckerberg are another sort of characters in this, and we're increasingly seeing the world through the lens of how they would like us to see it, because they control these very powerful algorithms, and they have unilateral control over how we see the world in many ways. The robots will continue to function, but they will only take pictures and sort of like develop these memories, and the memories will be logged on the sort of blockchain, because I think that's a great use for this technology. But they will only be doing that for 3 years. And so the idea there is to, again, look at them more like animals that have a finite sort of like lifespan.
And the exhibit created quite a bit of buzz. Beeple says the robot sold out within an hour of opening.
I find them kind of charming and cute, which I wasn't expecting. I saw the Mark Zuckerberg one and the Picasso one go up.
See, in the times that we're currently in, this is the reality that we're dealing with. The reality that we're currently dealing with is that we are falling farther and further into a future that is a dystopian movie. It doesn't seem like it's real, but it's very much real. And this is for my artists out there, too, my creators, those who are engaged in actually telling the reality of the times that we're currently living in. It's a very important time to be honest with your artistry, to tell the truth about the things that you're observing within the reality that we're existing in. And you might actually be somebody who actually has something to say, but some of us are still caught up in the 2010s. This ain't the 2010s, y'all. This is the 2020s, meaning that clout chasing, the things that we thought were cool, that's done. We're finished with that. This is the time of truth telling. That whole Kendrick and Drake beef, the thing that we just saw, that was us looking behind the veil of reality of the things that are currently happening in the existence that we're in right now, y'all. And the existence that we're in is authenticity. For real, though. Like, the more authentic we are to ourselves and the realities that we exist in, the more that we can actually guide the future. We're griots, truth tellers. That's the times that we're in. And it's scary to tell the truth, but it's necessary to tell the truth. And we can have fun while telling that truth. In fact, there's plenty of groups that did it. Outkast, Goody Mob, Tribe Called Quest. These are some of the groups, Lupe Fiasco. These are some of the people and groups that actually told the truth without holding back in very entertaining ways. It doesn't have to be beat over your head. But if you're somebody who is hiding behind the lie, if you're still chasing the 2010 trends, you're not doing your job as a creator. You're not doing your job as an artist. Because our jobs as artists is to tell the truth of the reality that we currently exist in. It's easy to get caught up in the clout, but that's not hip hop, especially if you're a hip hop artist. But overall, if you're a creator, our job as creators is to tell the hard truth and realities of what we exist in. Poets, songwriters, that's what we do. That's who we are. It is very easy to get caught up in the trends, but this ain't a trend time. How many people out here are actually selling dope? And if you are, you're not worried about getting caught up in this machine? I'm just saying, let's keep it real. We're in a time right now where it's very important to think for yourself. Be not conformed to the ways of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I know I'm royalty. says in the word that ye are a royal priesthood, a chosen generation, a peculiar people, that I have pulled you out of the darkness into the marvelous light. How many of us are choosing to stay in the darkness, though? How many of us are still chasing the cloud of yesterday? How many of us truly believe that that cloud is relevant? It's not. If you have a platform and notoriety and you don't utilize that platform to educate and push forward the future, you're a part of the problem. And that problem is about to die because the Most High is calling his chosen out of Babylon. And if you are part of Babylon within your mindset, within your conditioning, you will burn in the flames. And that's not just me talking. You see, the thing about burning in the flames, that means that this is all burning down. 2026 is coming, right? That equals 10 if you do the mathematics. I'll let you do that. But if you do the mathematics, that equals 10. That means that there's a new world at hand. Whether we call that the new world order or if we call that the new kingdom that is coming down to the earth that we currently exist in, that's where we're at. And the hard reality of it is the vast majority of us are so conditioned to Babylon's system that we don't question anything. We get caught in the trend of chasing clout. Clout will only last for so long. And if you're not doing the right thing with your notoriety, you will be held accountable. I know that sounds harsh. I know that's something that most people don't want to hear. But it's a reality that we have to actually recognize and we have to acknowledge. Now, check this out.
My society is underdeveloping because of an alien system on our people now. So there's no music for enjoyment. There's nothing like love. There's something like a struggle for people's existence. So, as an artist, politically, artistically, the whole idea about your environment must be represented in the music, in the arts. So really, art is what is happening at a particular time of a people's development or underdevelopment, see. So I think as far as Africa is concerned, music cannot be for enjoyment. Music has to be for revolution.